Hello and welcome to the peatlands. In the previous video we saw how to identify the pedogenic zones. In this video we will learn how to delineate the horizons in a soil monolith, how horizon characteristics can be recorded, and learn how to examine deeper lying horizons. The pedogenic zones have already been identified. These can be divided further into horizons, whose names describe the dominant soil forming process. Each pedogenic zone has at least one, but often several horizons. Horizons can be recognized using several characteristics. These are recorded as horizon attributes. The most important are the soil structure attributes, soil structure type and aggregate size, as well as the parent material attributes, peat type and degree of humification. Additionally, the redox state of each soil layer plays a role. These characteristics can be explored using three of our senses: sight, touch, and smell. For example, you can visually discern the soil structure type and aggregate size. In a monolith, you can also observe layers of different colors, which indicate differences in peat type and the degree of humification. Additionally, if freshly excavated peat darkens after being exposed to air, then it comes from a layer with reductive conditions. By feeling the peat, you can evaluate the roughness of the topsoil. Differences in the hardness of the peat material can also be detected. These are generally connected to differences in soil structure type or aggregate size. Using smell, the redox state can be assessed. You can determine whether the samples smell of sulfur or not. Sulfur smell, i.e. the smell of rotten eggs, indicates reductive and oxic conditions. The horizons are delineated where transitions in the structure or parent material characteristics or in the redox state are noticeable. The following should be considered. By loosening the monolith, horizon boundaries might shift slightly downward. In order to record the correct depths for the horizon boundaries, you should also examine a clean profile wall and adjust the readings. Using the soil mapping guidelines and the WIKIMooS Field guide, the horizons will now be identified and their characteristics will be recorded. Start with the uppermost horizon and continue downward. Within a horizon, we recommend the drop shatter test and aggregate size sorting as a helpful method for recording structural characteristics. To identify the degree of humification, the von Post squeeze test should be performed. These methods will be described separately in the next two videos. In order to examine horizons which lie deeper than 60 centimeters, coring will be necessary. For this, you can use a Russian peat borer. Another alternative is a wide gouge auger. Using the peat core, you can delineate and identify the horizons based on parent material characteristics. Now we know how to delineate soil horizons, enabling us to eventually identify them. Horizon identification is the central point of soil surveying. Here is all the information at a glance.
Also man erkennt es schon, oder?